Shloman, hi, it's Elke Spiliopoulos with Abunde Bashmayo. Many of you know, some of you know, maybe all of you know that I'm married to a Greek Orthodox, and so we have typically a very divided week where I spend time both at my husband's church and at my own Syriac Orthodox church on Sundays. My church is regrettably over an hour and a half drive from where I am, so I spend a lot more time actually in my husband's Greek Orthodox church. And so I've gotten pretty familiar with all the different traditions. And that's why I wanted to talk quickly to you about the Nativity Fast or Christmas Fast. Also, my spiritual father is actually a Coptic monk, so I also have a little bit of exposure to the Coptic side of the house. So what I wanted to share with you, and the reason why I wanted to do it today, is because today is actually the first day of the Nativity Fast in the Greek Orthodox world, or in the new calendar Eastern Orthodox world. Now there are some old calendarists, and they will start their fast 13 days from now. But the new calendar fast begins today. Today is November 15th as I'm recording this. And what that means is actually that this fast is a little bit more lightweight, shall we say, than the typical Greek Orthodox Lent fast, which is very strict. There's no meat, no dairy. We're all used to that. But then there's also no fish, no olive oil, no alcohol allowed. So during the Nativity Fast, that is actually a little bit lighter. So fish is allowed for at least the first 2 weeks of the fast. It's a 40-day fast in total, from the 15th of November till Christmas, or the Feast of the Nativity. And during that time, the first couple of weeks, my husband is allowed to have fish, and also olive oil is allowed, and on some days even I think also alcohol. Wednesdays and Fridays are still considered strict fast days, so none of these are allowed during that time. He is allowed to have shellfish during that time, so we might have shrimp, for example. In the on the Syriac Orthodox side, of course, we don't even start until 10 days before Christmas, so December 15th. Why is that? Well, this institution of this fast actually dates back to about the 4th century AD, and we can read memoirs of Saint Ephrem the Syrian, who died in 373, and also some of the hymns that he composed in the 4th century. So this fast is practiced in order to welcome the commemorative day of Christ's birth, of course, and for him to come in the flesh, and in memory also of the grief that was brought by our sin, which we experienced before his birth. And so this darkness of ignorance and Satan's enslavement of us, and this infliction on the entire created world, that is what we're kind of preparing for with this Nativity Fast. So why not 40 days like the Greeks? So the reason why the Christmas fast has changed, it actually used to, also for Syriac Orthodox, last for 40 days. The church shortened that period to 25 days at the request of some of the Syriac Orthodox. And then in 1946, and this was during a council held in Homs, Syria, the late Patriarch Ephrem I, Barsom of good memory, he actually limited to 10 days, starting on December 15th and ending on Christmas Day, December 25th. So the Feast of the Nativity. So that's the difference that we see between the Greek and the Syriac world. And then on top of that, the Copts, they actually have yet a different mechanism or time for the fast. And so they start on November 25th. And it goes through the 6th of January. And of course, they celebrate the Nativity on the evening of the 6th of January, starting with their evening prayers, and then into the 7th, which is the actual Feast of the Nativity. And so the reason why they actually have a longer fasting period is that 3 days were added to remind them of a miracle that happened at Mokottam Mountain. And so that was tacked on basically 3 more days of the fast for our Coptic friends. So having said all that, I'm going to close for today. My dog wants to go outside. His name is Santi, by the way, Santiago or St. James. He's a wire-haired dachshund, just so you know. But what I wanted to share, why I wanted to share this today, is because again, my Greek Orthodox husband starts his fast today. My Coptic spiritual father has asked me to fast with my husband, so I will wish you all a Saumobricho. It starts today for me. I hope you all have a nice month of still eating goodies and meat and dairy, but I'll see you at the very latest on December 15th. And I do hope and pray that we all fast together to the glory of God, that our spiritual body may be nourished and may be reminded of our need for Him. That is ultimately the purpose of our fast. And of course, as we all know, it's only one of the elements. The other two are prayer and giving alms. So please don't forget those elements. Take that time of the fast. It's a blessed time for us to feel hunger, so we are reminded of the hunger we should have for the Lord Jesus Christ and for God. So I wish you all a wonderful rest of your month eating goodies while we are fasting already. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.